The family of a 62-year-old man who died following an incident where an Atlanta police officer used a taser during a dispute over a traffic citation has initiated a federal civil rights lawsuit against the ex-officer, the police chief, and the city. The 63-page complaint asserts that the late Johnny Holman Sr.'s First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights were breached, resulting in wrongful death due to a lack of medical care and the unjustified use of excessive force. Holman, described as a husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, church deacon board chair, lay minister, and community leader, passed away in a circumstance deemed avoidable. The lawsuit highlights a video where Holman, expressing his inability to breathe numerous times, is physically restrained by the officer. The incident occurred on August 10, 2023, following a minor car crash involving Holman, who was deemed at fault and issued a traffic ticket by former Atlanta police officer Kiran Kimbrough. The body camera footage showed Holman refusing to sign the ticket. Following the traffic citation dispute, an apparent physical altercation unfolded between Kimbrough and Holman, with Kimbrough warning of potential arrest for Holman's refusal to sign, although the video lacks clarity on the details of this contact. The lawsuit contends that Holman did not explicitly decline to sign the citation but instead hesitated, insisting the collision wasn't his fault. Subsequently, the body camera footage reveals Holman eventually agreed to sign, explaining that, being right-handed and with Kimbrough holding his right arm, he physically couldn't sign the ticket. Amid the physical confrontation, multiple taser discharges can be heard, but it remains uncertain whether or where the taser made contact with Holman. The video captures Holman uttering "I can't breathe" around a dozen times during the interaction. After Holman is handcuffed, he appears limp. About a minute later, Kimbrough requests medical attention. In the video, Kimbrough can be seen checking Holman for a pulse, breath, and then giving him sternum rubs. More than 10 minutes later, an EMS crew arrives. Defendant Kimbrough failed to ensure that Deacon Holman received prompt and adequate medical care subsequent to the repeated tasings, physical assaults, and encounter-induced breathing problems he complained of and suffered, alleged the lawsuit. Holman's death was ruled a homicide, according to a medical examiner's report previously obtained by CNN. The report said his heart rhythm was disrupted because of being stunned by the taser, but also noted Holman had high blood pressure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which were contributing factors in his death. The fact that the city is not taking accountability for what happened to our father, it's like a slap in our face every time. Every time we do an interview, every time we march, every time we say his name, it's just like ripping the Band-Aid off all over again, his daughter Anitra Holman said. His blood is on the city hands, and it's no way they can wash it off until they give us justice. A police investigation found Kimbrough had violated standard operating procedure by not calling a supervisor before proceeding with the arrest when Holman refused to sign the citation, CNN previously reported. The officer was terminated and is appealing his firing, according to his attorney. The city later announced citizens would no longer be required to sign citations. The lawsuit additionally claims a pattern of excessive force by the Atlanta Police Department, APD, and inadequate internal investigations. While the chief, the city council, and the mayor's hand was not on that taser, their fingerprints are all over it, family attorney Mawuli Davis said. They created the culture that allowed this officer to believe that his conduct would go unpunished. CNN has reached out for comment from the APD, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, and the attorney representing the fired police officer. Lance LaRusso, Kimbrough's attorney, previously told CNN that Kimbrough did not break the law in attempting to arrest Holman and used force in a manner consistent with his training and Georgia law.